Hello, this is John Larson from American Real Estate Investments. I'm here with one of my favorite clients from Australia, Mr. Luke Egan. I just wanted to have a short interview with you today. Luke has bought now 2 properties from us here in Dallas-Fort Worth area. So Luke, I just kind of wanted to get your feedback on working with my company. We've toured the properties a couple times now. What did you think about the properties? What did you think about the areas? Just kind of give me your feedback on your overall experience.
Sure. I think we met up 6 months ago and we did a great first tour, looking specifically at Dallas and Fort Worth, and I've got a great understanding of the assets in all those areas. Your team has given me great feedback in all areas, to the point now where we've purchased our 2nd property. It's a great relationship, and you guys know your stuff, and more Australians should be looking to AREI for investment.
Excellent. That's great. I love that feedback. That makes it sound like my team is definitely exceeding expectations. So Luke, the second time that you've come out here, this most recent time, you've actually presented an opportunity to me where you would like to set up a satellite office in Australia so we could help Australian investors like yourself purchase U.S. property. Because our main thing is there's just a disconnect between us on the ground here in the U.S. being halfway around the world, being able to actually service those Australian clients, right? Because of time differences and just the actual trust barrier of, not meeting someone in the U.S. and being able to talk to them face to face. So you have decided and felt that it would be necessary if maybe we open a satellite office there in Australia that you would run, to where you would be able to express the opportunities that you've achieved or been presented through us.
Sure. You
could relay that to Australian investors face to face in Australia. So do you kind of want to elaborate on that with me?
Definitely. Well, I've been quite passionate about the US market for the last few years, and my investments have gone well. I have been approached by other companies to work over here and have a satellite office in Australia. There is a massive disconnect in the market with Australia. Australians feel that if they can't see it and they don't have that visibility, it's too far and there's too much risk. Working with AREI and the professionalism that you've shown over the past 6 months, it's given me a clear direction to want to get involved with you guys and be that conduit back in Australia and market the properties and give some great wins to everyone back home and over here.
Right, because obviously there are some things that need to be done. They need to set up an LLC in order to purchase property in the U.S. They need to set up a U.S. bank account in order to purchase that property, transfer money, convert money over to U.S. dollars in order to purchase that property. So you're going to be able to help out investors from beginning to end.
Yes, so translating all that back home, we have the same sort of industries and so forth, like the ATO, getting people to understand what the IRS laws are and how to set up bank accounts, right through to understanding the assets, the quality control, the property management. We want to bring the property management back out to Australia. Someone's got the visibility to knock on the door in our offices in Melbourne or Sydney, and we can answer their questions or any queries.
That sounds perfect. I can definitely, just myself working with other investors in Australia, I think that there's a huge need for that, and I think that Australian investors are going to be very pleased with being able to have someone on the ground there that's a fellow Australian that can help them with the sales process from beginning to end.
Definitely.
So also you're a builder in Australia, correct?
Correct.
Yep. So you coming and seeing our properties and seeing the actual rehab quality, the renovation quality, what we put into these homes, what was your impression of that?
I was skeptical of the rehabs market in the past from other providers. After my experiences with AREI, the quality that I've seen is, if not matching, but better than the Australian market. Great fixtures, great finishes, great quality control. You can see it firsthand, the supervision that was being displayed on sites. I mean, I've visited over 25 homes since I've been here.
Yeah.
So seeing that consistent approach across everything gives me a lot of comfort, and a lot of comfort to market that back home to Australian people.
Okay, so Luke, when you first came out to tour the properties with us, we selected a property that you were interested in. What was your timeline like from finding that home to the actual closing process when you were the owner? Can you kind of just walk me through on what the timeline was and what the investor in Australia should expect?
with AREI, we closed on a property and it took 21 days to close out. You have a great relationship with the finance business by Bridge. Bridge were great. They were able to finance our property very quickly. Strong communications through AREI. All the documentation, similar to back home, contracts and so forth, were all signed. Our hands were held the whole way until signed off. So it was quite a quick turnaround. And yeah, an easy process.
So did you already have an LLC and bank account set up before you found the home that you decided to purchase?
Yes, I did.
Okay, yeah, because you invested in properties before in the
Correct.
US, just not in Texas.
That's right. So that was set up through an accountant in Australia. The bank account was set up just walking into local HSBC bank, and we set up for wire transfers an Oz Forex account, which is just an online portal, and it's a 15-minute run.
So we shouldn't expect anything too long there, and you'll be able to handle that for any clients in Australia. Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
So yeah, your background though as a builder in Australia, you do have a company there. It's a pretty reputable company.
Yeah, reputable business. Service the commercial, industrial, retail markets nationally.
Right.
So we know what we're doing, and it's a great business model. And seeing how this model works here, we can see a lot of synergies.
Absolutely, that's great. And so other than that, I guess the future holds that you will be starting a company, a satellite office operating under American Real Estate Investments in Australia. You're thinking probably February this year?
Correct.
Okay. So if you're an Australian investor who's looking to invest in the US, I mean, we are in the top markets here in Texas. And I would definitely highly recommend that you speak with Luke Egan here on getting you set up with your LLC bank account and get you going towards your investment goals with buying US property. So that's it for me, John Larson, Sales Director at American Real Estate Investments. Luke, thank you for your time and your business, and I look forward to our partnership in 2016.
Definitely.